Innocent. I'm sorry, I'm coughing. Forgive me this morning. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Captain, I'm in chair. What's here for? Namenka say, me surprised about what happened in Parliament. And it only reaffirms my stance that the Parliament as an institution, out to leave the usefulness.
Hey.
Yes, the relevance in the essence as you harvested from in the course of our democratic journey we are not getting. That is why I now make on Facebook me say Oko Parliament and because of extreme partisan politics, the partisan activism in the house number toxic, full of peddlers and dealers of transactional politics. Politics are they are free. But baby the interest of the ordinary Ghanaian matter the most, You will not get any of these parliamentarians looking up for any Ghanaian. And Nema actors are our politics more. Normally you look out for values, principles, and other qualities in a leader. Who say those things will come to bear. The captain, what set you in proof you will never find it. So then that might even give you that particular energy to question why people walk with the prefix honorable. Do they even deserve it? Because if you don't have integrity, you are a dishonest person. I don't think we use the word honorable. So when you want to say in our parliament, or sometimes you want to person be say, a young Korean or Moteson and a honorable, and I say Nippon at Tesono, and a honorable, no? Because the integrity is not there.
What's say?
Me say, relative to behavior, and near more than a dinner. So what's the honorable no parliament house now? You want to find out whether in Korean is who or Nippon Tesono and a honorable, and I say Nippon or Motetin Korean and a honorable.
My madman there.
Captain. Because baby agent says so the facet of the entire Ghanaian society we are all screaming for your first economic redemption. The entire nation is tooling for some form of redemption, and your number one thing calling on our external creditors say pardon ye internally here for pensioners and as for we are asking them say sacrifice it. And the argument and the discussion has always been one, calling on government to downsize size of government. Sa response ni but you no opportunity to go to parliament and ensure say yes ade na yenti aban no so sa president na say onya use the opportunity nti we ni so a na enam say business as usual transaction na amanfo for their personal way you yetimi hwe nipa anim upon all the compensations and the many concerns raised by Ghanaians ya tu ni nyina to atwene na yedi ye yafunu de ebedi achi. Captain, that is where issue at this particular point in time. But the question that somebody will be asking is why will a nation go to the polls and elect a foolish government and expect the opposition, say opposition will be trying to mitigate the destructive effect of that particular foolish government? The idea be a burden of responsibility. At this point, it's obvious, President Akufo-Addo can't also kosroba from o can't say me anyane so betie. Oh no, the heart is hardened, very so irredeemable. So that is the point at Ghana for Abedru. So that burden of responsibility has now shifted to the opposition in parliament. Okay, president in the now the burden of responsibility has shifted to the opposition. So at this point in time, more numbers. And say so mitigating the destructive effect of this particular government. Use your numbers and ensure say you check government, And that is enormous. But Captain, anytime the minority in parliament will seize the opportunity, they prefer going transactional. I started with appointment of your friend saying approval of the ministers. Yet the minority answer radio soon moving from one radio station to TV, so kasa bebre in the end, they went there and passed them. The Nipa are most vilified. Man for free say only what it takes to be there, At the end of the day, she got the numbers higher than any other person.
That's right.
Yeah. Good. In this particular instance, Brian Champon, an involvement in the Ayawaso West Wagon election, key and is highlighted. The commissioner he was indicted by the committee and the report and the involvement in Zugunum, nobody can discount it. We are talking about a person under his instruction, a supporter of the NDC at Ayawaso West Wagon, ye prana and a boy, ne nine asay a order them nanti akra menye so timi 90. And this our corner say okay give this guy a passer. What are you telling guy now? On na busiafo ede ne na mabubu o hye dem no. You are telling them say how you idiot. That is what you are telling them. So going forward, will you expect somebody to say "Onkuni home for your party"? When at the end of the day, you can sacrifice people for your personal and selfish gains and so forth. So that burden of responsibility, Ghana for expect to say minority betimi because that particular burden of responsibility, Captain, you can't shake it when it becomes the only way out. Meaning say okay September 11th US attack NDC we say planes in the air for. First one echo hit the southern part of the tower.
That's right.
The other one the north. The other one echo your friends the Pentagon. That is the north side. Last one no na echo no. A United flight 93. Passengers not on board no more who at the echo on the ground. So they told themselves and they say man crofo e dey plane we akwa pim White House and baby they need to plane. Because at that point in time, that burden of responsibility shifted from America as a country to few 44 passengers in the plane.
That's right.
Because at that point in time, there was no way America was going to down those planes. America. Because down at the end of the day, the destructive consequences are so high. So those individuals, they shall say you phone friend or we are not a friend you fear. Now I catch and I love you. That is the end of it. Some people are hijacking the plane and they make sure say they use fire extinguisher, invaded the cockpit, fought them and ensure say that particular plane will not go to the destination. Oh no, we a plane crash here or Pennsylvania. And then among all the planes, you see. Your friends have flight 993 memorial for them. People go there to your friends exalt them because of the legacy they left behind. That is the burden of responsibility you can never shake when it becomes the only way out. That is the responsibility the minority look in the faces of Ghanaians because you see at this point I just say government in there I send a book at Neza nakoma wa prim nakoma tisa faro we are not. So the fact that Ghanaians went to the polls and elected a foolish government, the burden of that responsibility has now shifted.
Ghanaians went to the poll to elect a
foolish government because the government are amenable to wisdom, reason. So that burden of responsibility has now shifted to the minority in parliament. With your numbers, help us quash and mitigate, contain the destructive tendencies of this particular government. You go there and you engage in transactional politics as business as usual, as if nothing has happened. That is the matter we are talking about. Maybe I have listened to a lot of arguments. Because NDC party no people more like yes, party or MPs in line. You don't need to write a letter, issue it publicly. That was wrong. But the question you should be asking yourself as an MP going to vote is direction party is it reasonable? Does it resonate with the many concerns being raised by Ghanaians? Because position in our party in the Bible, what does is the same concern that is being raised by Ghanaians. So at the end of the day, as a person, we are reasonable, you don't just become emotional. And I said, the enemy can't change in leadership in as a forum. All these things are inconsequential because the fact you need to look at it. First, you look at the economic health of the country. You look at the prevailing circumstances as at now. We are in China begging them to pass us a mercy card. And you know what we are doing? Asking our bilateral, your external creditors, your defaulted pensioners and as for the music on the line. These are the realities underpinning Ghana's situation. It's not as if Obi is faking anything and as one casa win. These are the realities. And one of the ways I bet me as I put you breaks, I stop a government, and they say, Captain, making sure say Aban say on downsize it. We use our power to ensure say downsizing, but in the end, you are in bed with government and ensuring say you pass this individual, then where lies your credibility? Because there are a lot of Ghanaians who believe, say, because their government, there is a certain goodwill that has been given to the opposition, hoping, say, maybe they could do something differently. If you do this, at the end of the day, Makacha said power, the whole essence of political power leadership is about the trust and the confidence citizens repose in that government. And at any point in time, you cannot find that trust, confidence, and integrity, that particular government, that particular entity becomes useless. So the question is, with this particular thing, will people still have trust and confidence? That is the question you should be asking yourself. But Makacho said, people don't care. It is about transactional policy. You see, the essence of leadership in this particular town is highly misconstrued. I don't know. Now, Kura Utima, Obi Wadrian, he thinks that is enough for him to be Panyini, to be a leader.
Obi Wadrian.
Ejene. Yes, that is enough for the person to be playing leader. Yes, that is it. So you see people rising to leadership position, playing leaders without responsibility because he doesn't even understand. And you see, say now you build a certain culture of ethics, principle, new values in our politics. I know that we all become loose cannons. There will be no positive outcome in this particular politics. Yeah.